Welcome back to the botany class. Dear students, today we are continuing chapter 1 in which agents of pollination. Previous class we discussed pollination by wind. This class we are continuing pollination by water. Let us continue agents of pollination. In this video, dear students, we are starting with pollination by water. Abiotic agents such as wind and water which play an important role for the pollination of flowers. Grasses are the very good example for pollination which takes place by wind. Some plants which are pollinated effectively with the help of water. The plants which are pollinated by water are said to be the hydrophilous. The phenomena is called hydrophily. Pollination by water is said to be the hydrophily. Example, plants like Vallisneria hydella which are effectively pollinated by water. Vallisneria is completely submerged plant. Hydella is also submerged plant. They are all always under the water. There are number of aquatic plants. Only very few plants which are pollinated only by water. All aquatic plants which are not pollinated by water. The floral envelope of hydrophilous plants are reduced, sometimes may be absent. For example, water plants like Eichhornia and water lily, pollination which takes place by wind or by insects. There are two types of hydrophily. You can see the water lily and Eichhornia and hydella. The water lily and Eichhornia both are the plants in which the flower are. In this picture, water lily and Eichhornia, you can see the flowers just above the water. Both water lily and Eichhornia are aquatic plants, but these two plants are not pollinated by water. They are effectively pollinated by insects. But hydella, you can see at the bottom, the plant which is submerged plant, generally they are pollinated only by water alone. There are two types of hydrophily is observed in plants, namely epihydrophily and hypohydrophily. Hydrophily in plants are two types. They are epihydrophily and hypohydrophily. Epi means above the water. Epihydro means above the water. Hypohydrophily means, hypo means below, so it is called inside the water. Keep remember, in most of the hydrophilous flowers, pollen grain possesses a mucilage covering which protects the pollen grains from wetting. It protects the pollen grains from wetting. So it's very much important to understand that how the hydrophilous plants are pollinated by water. The first type, epihydrophily. Epihydrophily, pollination occurs at the water level. Example, Vallisneria spiralis and Elodia. Let us see how pollination in Vallisneria spiralis takes place. Children, remember, Vallisneria is a dioecious, submerged, rooted hydrophyte. The female plant which produces solitary flowers which rise to the surface of the water level. You can see the female flower and male flower. The male and female flower, both male and female plant both found separately, but they are under the water. The female plant which bears solitary flowers which rise to the surface of the water level using a long coiled stalk. You can see the long coiled stalk at the time of pollination. A small cup-shaped depression is formed around the female flower on the surface of the water. But if you observe, you can see in this picture clearly, in male flower which are detached in male plant, it produces a male flower which get detached and float on the surface of water. As soon as a male flower comes to contact with the female flower, pollination takes place immediately. Once a male flower come in contact to the female flower, pollination takes immediately. The stalk of the female flower coils and goes under the water where fruits are produced. I'm repeating, as soon as a male flower comes in contact with the female flower, pollination takes place. Stalk of the female flower coils and goes under water where fruits are produced. This is about the pollination which takes place in Vallisneria spiralis, which is the very good example for epihydrophily. Next, we are going to see hypohydrophily. As you are aware, hypohydrophily, it does mean pollination which occurs inside the water. So you might ask question, sir, what about the plants? These aquatic plants are always under the water. So pollination which will be takes place effectively only inside the water. Hypohydrophily which observed in Zostera marina and Ceratophyllum. Both you can see in this picture. Zostera marina is a submerged marine seagrass and pollination is effectively takes place under the water. This Zostera produces pollen grains are long and needle-like. They are shed underwater. The specific gravity of the pollen is same as that of water. So what is happening? The pollen floats freely at any depth of the water. Stigma is very large and long in female flower. When the pollen comes in contact with the stigma, it gets coiled around the stigma and affecting the pollination and affecting the pollination. Dear students, you might have seen in this session about how pollination takes place in water called hydrophily, and what are the types of hydrophily such as epihydrophily and hypohydrophily. The next class we will continue biotic agents, how they are helping pollination in plants. Thank you.